My name is Tish, and I am a runaway girl.
I could be wild than the wind, 119 miles an hour. I'm in a whole other dimension, dancing devils on the floor. You think I'm crazy, a little bit hazy, but I'm stone cold sober.
Hey everybody, it's Tish here with week 9 of Runaway Girls. Once again, I am standing in front of my one tiny little window in my basement apartment, so I get good lighting. And it's all these mirrors around, and I'm standing on my bed. So yeah, there's a mirror above my bed. So I'm wearing these awesome nerd glasses that I made. Well, I didn't actually make the frames, but I decorated them. It's actually just turquoise duct tape. These are just my first pair I did with duct tape, so they're not actually very good. There's parts that could look cleaner. But I'm also making a whole bunch of different kinds of decorated nerd frames, and I'm going to sell them on Etsy. These are a pair of yarn glasses that I made for Kim. Yeah, they're totally covered in yarn with little bows. So I'm going to be making more yarn ones like these, except, you know, not with the lenses. And I'm also working on a pair of rhinestone covered ones. These ones take a really long time compared to the yarn ones. The yarn ones did get tricky, like in the corners, but these are like, I have to glue on every single little thing. So they're taking a really long time, so these are definitely going to cost more than the yarn ones when I sell them. But I think they're going to look really awesome when they're all covered. Last week our challenge was to create ourselves as superheroes, and my superhero was Pixie, and she was all cute with red hair and tab and cuteness. Anyway, if you didn't watch that video, then obviously you should watch it and you know what I'm talking about. I'm sort of developing that character of Pixie more, and I'm going to start doing like a comic book of her. Not exactly as I described it in the video, less superhero-ish, more like, you know, just comic-ish. But yeah, I did a blog post showing my sketches of her and my ideas for storylines and stuff, and like her whole deal. So that's something I'm working on. I'm working on my drawing technique because I really have never drawn cartoon character kind of stuff before. So I'm really working on my drawing and my storylines and stuff. So yeah, it's gonna be Pixie comic, and maybe after I get like just the comic started, I'll make it into videos with like added voices and sound effects and stuff, which I think would be really cool. Who is your role model? Right now I have a few girls, women, who are kind of like my role models who inspire me, and they're all girls who are crafty and make their own stuff and sell it on Etsy and stuff, and they have really awesome blogs, and they're just really like cool people. They're all really creative women, and they're all also amazing business women, like Elsie Flanagan, who owns Red Velvet Art, which is an online store and a real store. And there's Katie Shelton, who makes Skunk Boy creatures. She makes the cutest little plush creatures. I've mentioned them before in my video. And then there's Twinkie Chan, who crochets food-themed scarves and stuff. She's writing her own book, and she's launching her own line of like crocheted stuff, like mass producing it now. So they're all really inspiring to me because they've made careers out of being creative and making art, and they own their own businesses and they run their own lives, and that's what I want. I don't just want a job. I don't want to work for anyone. I just want to do my own thing and be able to be creative and make money being creative, because that's what I do.
3, 5, 4. 1, 2, 2, 5, 4.
5 things I would want to do if I was famous. Number 1 would be, I want to be Tab Energy spokesgirl. I know they don't make it anymore, but if I was famous, I would make them make it again. And I would be like their spokesgirl, and I would be in all the ads and the commercials, and I'd be like the Tab Energy girl. That is like seriously my dream. That would be amazing. Because you know I'm obsessed with Tab Energy. Another thing would be to be on the cover of Nylon magazine. It's my favorite magazine. And they always have like the coolest people on the cover and in the magazine, so even just to be in Nylon, but to be on the cover, that would be like a dream thing for if I was famous. I don't know what I would be famous for, but I want to be on the cover of Nylon. I would really want to be on the show Nevermind the Buzzcocks. It is one of my favorite shows. It's so funny. It's British, and they call it a pop quiz show. Basically there's a host and guests on 2 teams, and they answer questions about music and musicians and pop culture stuff. But it's just really funny because they just like make jokes and stuff all the time, and I just think it would be so much fun to be on that show. Yeah. And I love like all the comedians and people who are on that all the time. I love them so much. It would just be so much fun. I would really want to walk in a Betsy Johnson fashion show. She's one of my favorite designers. Actually, I really don't care about designers and stuff, so she's like my only favorite designer. She just makes really cute, girly, really cool clothes, and she always has amazing, fun fashion shows with really, not always models, like sometimes she just has really cool girls. So that would be awesome to be walking in a Betsy Johnson show, especially if I got to keep some clothes. One thing I would definitely want to do if I was famous is use my fame to help a charity or start my own charity. It would probably be something like with PETA. Maybe I would work with PETA or something else. So this week's challenge was to design a book cover yourself for a book, whatever. I actually didn't really do the challenge. I looked through all my books and I couldn't decide which one to do. I wasn't really inspired by any of them, and I'm not good at like drawing people, so I didn't really know what to do. And I don't know, I just wasn't feeling it. But a few weeks ago, I made a picture in Photoshop that's kind of like a recreation of a book cover / movie poster, DVD cover for Girl Interrupted, which is like my all-time favorite movie. I've seen it a million times. I like have it memorized. So anyway, I made this cool picture that was Runaway Girl Interrupted for Runaway Girls, and yeah, so it is like the book cover, so that'll be my book cover that I made, I guess. This week, I am loving that I am finally done school. I still have 2 exams, but other than that, I'm done school. I'm done classes. Oh, it just feels so good to be done with school, and I am not going back to school anymore. I am so done with school. I hate school. I hate classes and assignments and teachers and schedules, and ugh, I hate it. So I'm just glad to be done, and I'm celebrating on Saturday after my last exam by going to see Kick-Ass, which I'm really excited for, and then just partying it up at Kim's with her family and her friends, and it's gonna be a good big blowout before I have to join the real world, grow up, get a job. That's it from me for this week. I will be back next week with another video. Have a good week!